What's going on, Golf World? This is Chris Turner. You have no idea who I am. I am the average amateur player that everyone kind of is right now in these times. You know, like you go out to the course every weekend that you try, maybe get in some practice days here and there. I'm just here to help create value for you guys, kind of give reviews on certain products, certain merchandise, maybe some particular courses. Going over the very first ever review video. I don't expect too many people to be seeing this. This is just to get the content rolling. So I'm going to be reviewing my own golf hats that I've been wearing. Kind of going to give on a scale from 1 to 5 stars here. Quarter of a star, half star, full star, that kind of thing. If you hear some meowing, that is my cat, Dumbo Jack. Please go easy on him. He's a sweet soul, but sometimes it's kind of annoying. Alright, so first we're going to go true bill style hats here. First we're going to start off with the Puma hat. I'm a big fan of Ricky Fowler, always have been, and I'm always rooting for you to get that first major there, Rick. Love Puma gear, probably some of the most comfortable, versatile, flexible hats for sure. This one, as you can see, is a snapback right here and very adjustable. I've had this hat for probably the better part of a half a year, maybe 3/4 of a year now. Machine washable. You could throw it in. Just make sure to get that bill nice and crisp, just the way you like it. Here we go. To kind of give you a little bit overall look of how I have a 7 1/4 size head here, so not too much of an egghead. It's kind of nice, you know. It doesn't have too much pressure up in the front. Nice support all around. Very, very nice style of hat here. Moisture wicking interior here at the brim, right on the inside. It's a great hat. I always like it, and it's one of those casual hats that you can wear out too. It kind of has a deep or a steep vertical range here on the head, so you could go pretty far with it, and it might make your ears stick out and look funny. If you put a little high, you have a little bit of room here in the top, but that's okay, you know? Not every head's made the same. Puma hats, fantastic style, minimalist, you know, 2 colors, makes the Puma here pop with the green. I'm going to give this a solid 4.75 out of 5 stars here, folks. This is a really good hat. I always love Puma, like I mentioned, so way to go, Puma. Alright, folks, next hat up, another true bill style here with a snapback edition. We have Adidas. So this is more of a Brooks Koepka style. I'll probably zoom in here on the style. It's kind of like a, if you know Keith Haring much, old New York artist, graffiti artist, kind of has that style to it. It's kind of artistic, somewhat minimalist, I guess. I mean, it's got a lot going on, but you know, just 3 main colors here. You got the white, the gray outlines, and then the blue that really sticks out here in the front. One size fits most. That's what they're going with. So obviously, you could tailor adjust this any which way you want. It seems like one of those materials that you could jump in the pool with. Obviously it'll get wet, but it'll get dry probably in a matter of minutes. Okay, so it's made out of 100% polyester. And that's it. Yeah, so I was exactly right about jumping in the pool and it being completely fine. Machine washable as well. I throw this after some sweaty days on the course for sure. I also use it as a running hat as well. Just because it really lets your head breathe, and you're able to kind of sweat and not really show sweat marks or anything like that. So again, here we go. Pretty nice fit on the head. Much like the Puma hat, this has some room, and it's not too much pressure in the front. Absolutely fantastic. And perfect for at least my head, you know, perfect kind of steep vertical here. I mean, it has some room for you to kind of push it down, but it doesn't go too far. That was a little bit over dramatic, but yeah. Nice, easy style hat. One of my favorite hats, because obviously I love like the grays, the blacks, the whites, because they kind of go with everything. But if it's more your style to go a little bit more colorful, then so be it. This is probably my favorite hat so far. I'm going to give this a 4.75 out of 5. Just on the material and what it feels like, and it's a little bit thicker in the front to give you a little bit more cushion here. The only reason I'm not going to give it a true 5 out of 5 is like, it's just the design, you know, it's pretty cool, but I could see this going out of style probably within a season, if not by the end of the season. That's the only reason I'm not going to give it a 5 out of 5. And if I give anything a 5 out of 5, know that it's probably a pretty damn good hat. Boom, 4.75 out of 5. Okay, so up third we have another True Bill hat here with a not a snapback, but a Velcro. So this one I actually got after playing True North outside of Scottsdale, Arizona. So this is made by Branded Bills, style 500, and it looks like a 110 flex fit. Going to True North, you have the great little lizard logo right here. It's probably one of my favorite logos out there for really nice courses. Simple gray hat, a lot of breathability here with some holes. Nice little Branded Bills logo on the side here as well. And it just stuck out to me, and then once I put it on, it immediately kind of like, had that same Puma feel type, but it's a little bit more stretchy. See this. So this Branded Bills, and that's what this 110 Flex Fit. So if you got a little bit larger head, it's fantastic for you. But what I will say about this hat is it is very, very shallow here. So I'm going to let you know that hit the top of my head right there. And I like to wear a little bit of a lower bill. And that all it does is just kind of raise the back a little bit and kind of puts more pressure here on my front of my head. Unfortunately for Troon, even though it's a beautiful course, putting the logo, and it's kind of like a bulky, stiff logo right on that middle seam, puts a whole lot of pressure here in my head, unfortunately, no matter how loose I go with it. I do wear this out, which is quite often. I usually wear it backwards when I go running. It's not an ideal hat to wear for all 4 + 5 whatever hours you're out there for. Now, if it were for the hat itself, Branded Bills does some pretty good material. It's an interesting hat. I think it's aesthetically pleasing, but in terms of comfortability, I'm not sure about other Branded Bills hats, but hopefully they don't give that pressure here. And I feel like this is the one hat that kind of pushes your hair down the most. And it kind of gives you the most funky bedhead after. I'm all about comfortability and feeling my best on the course, which means hopefully that turns into better scores on the course. I'm going to give this hat a 3.25 out of 5, mainly because of that uncomfortability here and that pressure in the front. Maybe it might be because of this huge True North logo. I believe even if that wasn't there, this hat still feels pretty stiff in the front. And then, yep, there is Gumbo Jack. Alright, guys. Go on, buddy. Alright, say hi to everyone. This is... Hi. Okay, guys, so for the fourth hat up for today, it is going to be a bucket hat. So we're going to go away from the True Bills here. This is actually one that I picked up at the local PGA Superstore right around Castle Rock here outside of Denver, Colorado. So I bought a white Adidas bucket hat. I'm a huge bucket hat guy when it comes to golf and golf hats, just because it's my personal look. Not too many bucket hats are rocking on the course. It kind of, in a way, like makes me feel more fun, which then in my mind, I feel a little bit more relaxed out there, and I'm not trying to, stiffen my grip or just, get too lost into the golf. Great little zip up like most bucket hats do. It's got this nice little flap if you just want to, where the logo is right here. If you want a little bit more breathability, if it's a little bit hotter of a day, boom, flip that bad boy out. You have these holes right here, you have this little mesh, get a lot more wind and a lot less sweat there. A pretty nice size bill here. I mean, this is probably as big or as wide as a bill you're going to get. Everyone's different, maybe like a little smaller, maybe a little bit of a curved, who knows. But this is my preference and I love this hat. I've probably had it for about 3 months now. It's absolutely fantastic. And it has like another little strap in the back here that you could make it a little bit more tighter, around the circumference of your head. 100% polyester. Absolutely love it. I'm pushing as far down as I can go right here. Perfect steep, nice little vertical here on the head portion. It's very adjustable here in the back, so you could loosen and tighten around your circumference, and that's where it kind of comes with that customization. This hat expands too, so you could stretch on it a little bit, and no matter what size kind of a head you have, you're going to fit into there. I'm going to straight out give this hat, because I love bucket hats with all my heart, a 5 out of 5. So this is my first video, obviously, but this is my first 5 out of 5. I will not give these out often. And I've been golfing since I was about 12, 13 years old. I've worn baseball caps, I've worn adjustables, I've worn no hats at all. But really in the past couple of years, I've gotten into bucket hats a lot, just because when it is really hot or really sunny, it takes a lot of that sun off my shoulders and the back of my neck. And like I mentioned, when I put this hat on versus a true bill, it kind of loosens me up more, and I take myself a little bit less seriously, if that makes any sense. Awesome hat by Adidas, 5 out of 5. All right, guys, that wraps up my first sorry, if you hear cat toys, again, Gumbo Jack in the background. Shout out to the OG boy. Thank you so much for joining me for my first ever golf merch, golf hat, golf product review video. I'm going to be doing this along with a lot of other different themes, a lot of other different products. So mainly this page is going to be for golfing. It's going to be for not tips, because I'm a 14.3 handicap as it stands now. So I'm not out here trying to tell you I know how to play better than you. I'm not trying to tell you tips. I'm not trying to tell you techniques. I'm just an average Joe golfer, the weekender type that, you know, really loves it. I'm here to provide sort of just a fun review sessions for a couple products, a couple hats, maybe a couple clubs here and there that I get my hands on, and maybe some course reviews too in the future. I'm going to start bringing the camera out there, taking some nice shots, and hopefully get a couple of the guys I go out and play with, some of their feedback as well on the course and some of the gear that they're using. This is really going to be an expansive experience here, guys, so I'm glad you could tune in. And before I go, I wanted to give a quick shout out. If you're probably wondering what the hell this shirt is, give a big shout out to the Johnson brothers over in Sacramento, California. I gotta go Joe Johnson, aka Fish, Zach Johnson, aka Boo Boo, and Jeremy Johnson, aka J-Bone. So those are the 3 brothers that I grew up, you know, being friends with, going to high school with, and our families are really good friends. So they do an annual golf tournament, and it's awesome. They have all their aunts and uncles and cousins and friends of the family come out for this gigantic golf tournament every year. It's usually held in the Bay Area, Sacramento, or maybe like a coastal town, or they try to switch it up every so often. So just wanted to give a shout out to them, and I think a little bit of a nice homage to wear the shirt in my first ever video. And this is just the beginning of this journey, so a lot more will be coming out, and maybe we'll change up the the reviews and how and what we do and where we do it, and who maybe we'll have a guest person on here and there. But thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button, comment if you need or want, and yeah, let's see where this thing goes. All right, thanks guys.